Hi, this is Billie Beene here with another segment of Truth by Billie Beene special report. Today's date, February 12, 2023. This is my third report, new. This is my third YouTube channel. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner of my screen. Thanks for like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and Rumble. Episode 510, Chinese balloon, fourth shot down, Lake Huron, Michigan in the USA. Chinese balloon, 2 shot down in China. Some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot Subscribers, Off-Grid Desert Farming, Mary Greeley, Breitbart News. We have the China paper, the Global Times, the Guardian, Daily Mail, Sun. So, let me draw you a map. Okay, earlier I reported that it appeared that overnight the Chinese balloon, here's California, Texas, Florida, Texas, Mexico, California, Canada, Alaska. Okay, so we had reports overnight that there had been another Chinese balloon or UFO spotted in Montana, and they were having trouble attaching a radar signature to it, so they kept the planes up and also refuelers almost all overnight, and in the morning they began to track it again. They tracked it to Michigan. Initially they put a NOTAM, a no-fly zone over Lake Michigan. Then it had moved to Lake Huron, and this is when they took it down this afternoon, February 12, at 2:42 p.m. this afternoon. An F-16 fired an AIM-9X missile and took it down at 20,000 feet. New information coming out from Representative Jack Berman from the Department of Defense is that it is hexagon shaped. So we see something like this, hexagon shape. That's new information. This will be the fourth shoot down of a so-called Chinese balloon that we now know from other sources could be delivering some type of marker for a future EMP called a nuke bullet, a small object that has radioactive material in it, could be put down to be a marker for a future flyover of the Chinese balloon or drone, as it's now being described, with a package that would line up with the marker that had already been laid down and bring about an EMP. So that's going on. That's the fourth one brought down in the U.S. We had one February 6th off South Carolina coast. This one went down in the lake and it's being retrieved. Then we had one on February 11. That was in Dead Horse, Alaska. We had one February 12, also in Alaska, in the Yukon area. Now the fourth one is over Lake Huron, inside the United States. Now we'll move on to the two that came down today inside China. So we've got China, we've got Japan, Taiwan, we've got the South China Sea, we've got the Yellow Chinese Sea, and this area. So earlier in my earlier report, I stated that one had been sighted in this area this morning, February 12 a.m., and that was in Rees Hao in the Shandong province. This one was shot down. We don't have details on the shoot down. A second one was shot down this afternoon in the Qing, let's see, Dao province. So today inside China, we had 2 shot down. So we don't know what's going on with China. We don't know exactly what's going on in the U.S. either. Is in China, we know that half of it is white hats under the leadership of Chairman Xi, and half is CCP. Is CCP inside China also putting down these markers to bring about some type of electromagnetic pulse to certain areas of China to defeat the white hats part being led by Chairman Xi? It's unknown. Inside the United States, allegations are being put forth that it is the black hats inside the U.S. military and the shadow U.S. government who are perpetrating these objects flying across the U.S., putting down these markers to be used for a future electromagnetic pulse under the control of the deep state. Whereas we have inside our military, many patriots believe 70% of the military is still under the guidance of President Trump and recognize him as their commander. And we have had numerous sources say that the JB actor is an actor. He's not recognized by any part of the military as having any control. And the division inside the U.S. military is 70% white hat and 30% shadow under the control of the deep state. So right now, let's put everything on the table. We don't know exactly what's going on, except we do know 4 drone or Chinese balloon objects have been shot down over the U.S., and it's reasonable to think that possibly 2 such objects have also been shot down inside China. I think it's good to pray to God for peace and prosperity for 2023 for America and all nations on the earth. And it's good to remember that God is in charge and He is on the move. I love you, and I'll see you soon.